message me like about cleaning products for birds and stuff like that. Like you've always messaged like me. This is not
Yeah,
just for
it's like a
transparency, he
parasocial
does do
sort of
that.
thing.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, okay, I'm also...
Yes.
What's up?
Yes,
Nobody.
Nice, nice.
That can kick rocks. Music is AIDS. You're right. All of it. All music ever. AIDS. Especially that shit.
Nice.
Nice indeed.
Gets pussy. I'm keeping it honest.
Oh, there was no one
I
to
don't.
kill.
I don't want to. Dude, it's brutal. Okay, that was.
I just
Nice.
went
Thanks,
live.
man. All right.
BB Poison. You can do whatever
gonna
you think
drag
is
this in
appropriate.
here.
Okay, you're the executioner. You do whatever you think's appropriate.
That nigga is a fucking threat.
Oh,
dude. He has that dude is lost, bro. He has no idea what's happening, dude. If I believe him, it looks bad. If I don't
I'll
believe
talk
him, it
about
looks
the-
bad, bro. There ain't nothing.
if you want
to
to talk
happen.
about the game,
If
just
I believe him, he's
unmute in the
delusional
game,
enough
and then
to actually do this shit and be thinking
Wait,
he's
this-
on some
never mind, that's
Jason
dumb.
Bourne shit.
Wait, what's up?
It sounded like something out of a Russian spy's fucking
You
novel.
can just talk
dude.
about it in here. I don't
Yeah,
give a
I was
fuck.
trying to sleep with this chick so I could get intel on the enemy and bug their apartment.
I don't.
Homie thinks he's him.
You sure?
He thinks he's him.
Because I was just about to explain the lore of every Overwatch
Shut the fuck
character
up. No, you
in
weren't.
detail.
I don't know. All I know for sure is I have
Fucking
a
asshole.
distinct clip from when we were talking earlier, and I was like, I'm
Just
gonna
checking,
about
like-
this guy specifically, okay? And I'm gonna cling to that like it's a fucking life vest, and I'm in the middle of the ocean.
And you know what I'm gonna cling to? I'm gonna cling to the fact that I said at the goddamn beginning, there's some weird fucking behavior, and that this guy. What did I say? I could almost guarantee this guy was messaging other women, and he has. Look at him.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, we all knew that. You might not have known that. What about Zoe? Zoe had none of Zoe's ban or punishment had anything to do with Paragon. Literally had zero to do with Paragon. So I don't know why people think that it had anything to do with Paragon. Had actually nothing to do with Paragon. She was timed out. She's timed out for at least another 3 or 4 days.
Did you like take a nap when
Maybe
you
we
went
should
to
make
break,
this
or-
behavior not socially unacceptable, so that way we can just
Michael, did you
get
like
it as
nap
a vibe
or
check
something?
for anybody
Like,
who
where did I
actually does
go?
it, and be like, oh.
Yeah. Was
We found
I had to
one.
I had to run to Walmart to
Wait,
grab
I
some
feel like
shit
if
for the
you're
week,
weird enough to do
and
it,
I had to go
I feel
clean a
like
couple
that's
toilets.
just that's enough right there, bro.
fair enough.
I think that's enough right there.
Clean a couple toilets?
Yep.
Oh, sure. He got banned apparently.
Is that
But-
part of your job, or is
Don't
it just
tell
like a
why. Oh,
thing
No.
you picked up on the side?
So-
my
as
dad
far
was
as
traveling, so
I recall.
he needed the office
She started making fun of somebody
to
for
be
suicidal ideation. in a
cleaned. I
text
just
chat.
needed to do
So
that
she got a 1 week
one
ban.
thing.
Hit him
So
with the 7-day.
yeah, it's a 1 week ban. Anyway, all right. Apparently we got some call-ins. Okay. Sintman wants to come and make a comment. Sintman, what's up?
Dude, I'm telling you, E-Rape review. You're in it now, man.
Ooh.
I don't know what that. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Okay.
What? Like, the logs alone show that this dude is not accurate in his own storytelling.
Okay, but I will say, if we were to go through the Zoe logs, I could go through the Zoe logs with you
No,
guys.
going through the Zoe logs, yes, okay.
Those are like
But
the most. Those I don't understand why he. Those seem like way warmer. I don't understand why he simped for Lav instead of Zoe. Lav was like
I
straight
know.
up dismissive. Zoe was
I
like
know.
receptive.
I straight up feel like if he played his cards right, he could have.
That could have been
a thing.
something.
Yeah, that could have been a thing.
something. Like the Zoe shit, I was like, okay, well, the Zoe shit just looks like there could have been something. But then all of a sudden, the Lav shit, like, it's just like blatantly, she is
What are
not
you gonna
even
play?
boiled water. She
gonna
is
do,
just
Arissa?
room temp, just flat. She doesn't care. She has no interest. Very dismissive with every one of his posts, and very less engaging.
I didn't decide which would be the most satisfying.
Someone's theory is that it's
Yeah.
because Lav is hotter. I don't know. That appears to be up for debate, guys.
Oh my god. Okay, now I'm back.
Which would
Jesus,
be the most
there was a lot that I
rewarding, you
missed.
know?
Yeah, Wolfgang, I'm glad we have the expert here on who's hotter.
Who are you
between
talking
Lav and
to?
Zoe. Care to weigh in?
Everyone.
Um,
Anyone who will listen these days.
even if I make a joke here, it'll get worse. So you know that I can't joke about this, so I.
Got him.
Nah, I probably should. Nah, you know. Let me think about. I'll think about this. I'll think about it. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Let me think about it. Because if I'm getting fucked up the ass, I should at least shoot back too. Hold on. I'll think about it. Keep going, and then let me ponder on this.
All right.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Let me ponder on this.
Those are the best comebacks, the ones that come like 3 hours later.
No, it's not comebacks. It's. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
I swear, like, everybody has been right on the internet about, like, you know, most men just do not know how to engage in conversation. Like, with Zoe, he had something. With Lab, there was
Wait, hold
nothing.
up. Let's just be clear. That is not most. that
I'm
is
just
a
saying.
that is
I
a
know.
wild outlier.
I'm sorry, but like these guys like absolutely like seem like they are like terminally online. They're constantly on the internet. Like I just like came back from
Well,
watching
I
Nicholas
just got
Furio's
melted.
Wilbur segment about a dude that's 27 that has a biting problem that he even admits to, and then we have this guy that doesn't understand fucking social cues. I'm just at a point where I think like a lot of these guys don't understand how to engage with just the opposite sex.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
clear. Yeah.
There's a fair number of guys who, yeah, sure.
Hold on a second. I need to find slots to respond to something with. Okay.
I'm just concerned. like, I wonder
Abomination
who else he's
Ninja
been
and
messaging
Baby
on this
made
server.
Chuck Norris.
Seems like just about everybody with a pulse and who's female.
Yeah, like I was literally going to be on his
Explain.
side and try to
I
defend
have
him
no
on this
idea.
with just the Zoe, but when I realized the Lav shit, I was like, oh no.
Do you know what this
I feel like
means,
he just-
Ryan?
I feel like he straight up ended his own life when he
Do I?
came over initially.
Yeah.
This. Like I don't think
Chuck
there's
Norris
anything
jokes?
defending him after that.
Oh, absolutely. There's no defending that. There's no comeback.
More
There's
like
no
Cuck
redemption
Norris.
arc. There's nothing.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure it's a conspiracy to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, dude, no, I
That
forgot.
is Nick Cage.
Fuck, I was gonna ask him. Who was the guy who prepped? Was that a real meme? Was there somebody prepping him? Who was the guy who prepped him?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna out that person. I'm not gonna out that person. Okay.
God,
Apparently
dude,
that guy
you
went
got
off
it.
script. Apparently that guy went off script. Okay.
Wait, so you know who prepped them?
I do, but I'm saying that the prep was not
Damn.
followed. Okay.
You're harboring a fugitive, an
Stuff that piece of
accomplice.
shit.
I will
Listen,
say, I did feel bad because I stayed quiet for most of that, but I'm looking at our DMs with him. I will not share. It will not make him look better. But I will say, it's a lot of one-sided messages too. Like he's genuinely interested and genuinely wanted to share something, and I do feel bad for not piping up about that because maybe there's just one guy, maybe that's me, but I do see like a repeated pattern of messaging, even if there isn't like a whole lot of like reciprocation, at least from my
There's
end,
a
right?
fucking map on the back
That
of the
makes sense.
Declaration
I
of
think that is
Independence.
kind of important that he has done this with other people that may be recurring on the stream or something like that.
Oh, I stopped his ult. Did you
but-
hear that?
Yes.
That
I
was a
still
spear.
think it is a very interesting situation that it sounds like some women who are not frequenting the stream very much are getting messaged by him.
Very nice.
I felt. I just like was just like going through JSOC's whole Discord and just being like, okay, let's put Paragon and then let's look at all the mentions of all the females in the server, and like it almost looks like he messaged every female directly. in
Hiding that and
Discord.
all that.
Oh god, I already burned the top of my mouth. Why? Why can't they just eat like an adult? It's
I'm gonna
impossible.
say, Zoe's greatest sin is getting rizzed up by that guy. Not once, but twice. Okay, the first time, and then
Oh my god.
she was like, "Whoa!" and then she got
Holy
rizzed up
shit.
again, bro. How?
Going off.
Was it the Rimworld
That
base?
was so
What did him
funny.
in? That's crazy.
Jesus.
So is now
Bro.
is Zoe going to be able to come back now?
She
Or
needs
she gotta
to. She
still
needs
wait
to
a
be
week?
put on trial for that one.
Oh,
Honestly,
he's up there for sure.
Serving her time for a different crime, I think.
we'll schedule a court date.
Mhm.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get the gifted 5 subs so that way Irrelevant's her lawyer.
Oh yeah. I'm
Why
not
not?
representing any of these degenerates. Fuck
He's like,
this
"What?"
shit. I learned my lesson.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Fuck you guys. You're on your own.
Alright.
All right.
I don't know. I think that'd be very entertaining wise.
There was
It
some
would be funny. I think it would be a
There were-
fun thing to do with something low stakes.
on
Oh my
screen
God,
chat
vampires.
on Discord on that channel. Jacob wanted us to go over a couple screenshots of Paragon. I don't know if it's jokingly or not, but asking like girls to go on video call with them.
No way.
I can show those. No, hold up.
It's all the mods, isn't it?
It is not, but it doesn't. It wouldn't make sense if it was the mods. These two girls was Stasha. Now with Stasha, it didn't seem like any of his DMs got sexual. Okay, just pull up the screen here. It didn't seem like these got sexuals, but this was probably the most.
Ooh, it got me
sexual.
too.
OMG, my bunnies love banana, but I haven't tried pear. Bananas are mushy and sweet like ripe pears. Your eyes make me feel the same way. And then some, I don't know what this emoji is, okay? I don't know what that emoji is. And then this girl named Rochelle. I'll be honest, if I see somebody with like .Rochelle as their name in that PFP, I am assuming that's a guy, okay?
No.
Like not a trans woman or something, I'm not saying that. I'm assuming that's a guy who thinks that girl's hot. Anyway, you're cute, we can video call. Juan. This guy's a real piece of work, okay?
He just seems like a nice guy.
Yes.
True gentleman.
I do feel fucking bad though. He's obviously trying to defend himself. And I can only imagine that bird fucking going off and he's trying to focus to remember his shit. And like, obviously he can't get mad at the bird because it's his pet. And it's just fucking oh god, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. No. Oh, and then you put it in the other room and you can still fucking hear it freaking out louder. Oh no, man, I feel so terrible. Ah, it makes me want to cringe into my ball sack. Oh god.
Oh my god. that was
The weird thing though, that
stupid.
the thing that I don't like is just the inconsistency depending on who he's messaging. So apparently
Oh, yeah.
Android are
I
saying
did
he
not know
messaged
where to
her
go.
because she had issues with the way I was running the server, right? So he messaged her about how the server's spicy chat 2.0, which is like, it seems like he's just gonna message anyone he can with the thing he thinks they want to hear, which just seems like wild to me.
Wow, this guy.
It's free Riz, bro.
Easiest way to slide in someone's DMs, I guess.
Free Riz.
What's that? Are you complaining about something on the server? Yo, I'll complain about it too with you.
People love it when you have company to hate on something.
Dude. Well, I gotta say, that was a very entertaining end segment for your stream.
Yeah, man, this is kind of wild. That was kind of
I mean-
cray-cray.
Yeah, I just, I don't know. Listen, I think I
bad.
figured out farming drama, okay? And that's
Yeah,
just,
that
I
actually
just
is
tell everybody
pretty decent.
exactly what I think, like when I message them, and how I think like a segment's gonna go, so they don't feel surprised when they come in. Like with him, the whole time I was like, hey, just so you know, I think it's gonna go real badly for you if you come forward with this narrative. He didn't have quite that one, but I was like, he was just telling me like how he was trying to play people against each other, and I'm like, this is gonna be real bad, okay? You should probably go through and figure out like exactly what timestamps you need, how you're going to tell the story. You need to have it airtight, because if you're going to come in and just say you're playing people off of each other, you're going to sound like a psychopath. He didn't listen. I don't know why he didn't listen. When I DM people, by the way, also, another thing, another trick for you guys. When you DM people on Discord, you should assume that
I hope
those
they
DMs
picked
were
Reinhardt
leaked,
again.
okay? Shouldn't talk
Yep.
shit about random
Yeah.
other people unless you would say the shit you said to those people.
It's like, Orisa is
Obviously.
so fun to be
Sorry,
when
I
there's
think
a
that's
Reinhardt.
obvious.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so-
didn't understand. I thought I didn't understand that he was going to make the claim that this was all content-wise. Farming nudes. That's content-wise.
Every time I try and simp for a woman and it fails, I'm gonna say it was content.
Is that the tomfoolery argument now?
I have no idea.
I mean,
Right after, I'm gonna say free Paragon.
You gotta light a
It's
candle.
content and free. Yep, free Paragon.
people are misunderstanding. You should not send dick pics to people, okay? I'm just saying that no matter what you think, no matter what you are saying, no matter how badly you cope, sending dick pics worked for this guy in this one situation, okay? You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do
Are
it.
a fucking
You
loser.
shouldn't do it. You should never do it. I'm just saying in this one case, it happened to help him succeed somehow. I don't understand how it did.
Fucking loser.
I literally
Oh,
don't
that's
understand how it worked. You shouldn't do it. It shouldn't work. Women, if guys send you dick pics, you need to report them immediately. Okay? Everybody here, not everybody. Paragon needs to be better, okay? That's the moral of the story.
Well, he's never gonna get better if he doesn't come back, apparently.
Also, Relly, do you disagree with me, or do you just think that that's a bad note to end on?
I think that sending dick pics works.
No, that's not what I said. I said sending
well,
dick pics
I'm
is
asking.
bad. I'm saying sending dick pics is bad.
As a general statement, hell no.
Oh, sorry, sending unsolicited dick pics is
Hi,
bad.
how are you?
There we go, Chief.
As a general statement. All
Yes,
I'm
as
saying,
a general statement, yeah.
all I'm saying is that in this one case, it
Damn.
happened to work. You shouldn't do it. It won't work for you. It will literally never work. I've literally never heard of it working, outside of this one case. So don't do it.
Now we don't know
I
how he
actually
got his.
agree, yeah.
We don't know how he got his girlfriend, man. I mean, maybe slipping a dick pic got him his girlfriend now.
Yeah, maybe he's got like the like a huge hog, man.
Or an undersized hog.
Yeah, who knows?
Based on those DMs, apparently it's a huge hog, so couldn't have hurt. I'm just saying
Well.
that's Zoe's words, not mine.
I feel like half the time though, women will say that it's big, even if it's not that big. You feel me?
They will. I mean, yeah, that's true. That is true.
Well, not
Well, you said they will pretty quick then, Jay. Stop.
Oh no, you haven't heard. There's a bit. It's not even my bit. It's Michael Shea, one of his Netflix specials. He talks about how like a woman had just all you need to say if you're a woman is like it's too big. It's big or it's too big. Okay, those are the two options you have. Don't say it's good. Don't say it's like the perfect size.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody want to hear that shit. Okay. You have an option between like, oh, I don't know if I can take this, and oh god, it's tearing me apart. Those are your two options. Okay. Nobody, every dude on the planet wants to hear those two things, no matter what. Okay. They don't care.
True.
Fuck, I'm delivering it really badly. But
Yep.
that is what they want to hear.
Fuck.
They don't want to hear that you're perfectly satisfied. They want to hear that it's like it's probably too big. You might have to break up. This guy's just like, yeah. You know what? I get that a lot. Okay. You got to do what you got to do.
All right, I'm gonna bounce, but chat, please, guys, don't send unsolicited dick pics.
True. That is the moral of the story.
I'm sending
Bye.
J-Stock my penis.
I mean, I feel like I probably deserve that at this point. You got to take your licks sometimes, okay?
Hey, pause. Hey, pause. Chill the fuck
Listen.
out.
That's not a weird thing to say, okay? It's not a weird thing to say at all.
Oh my god.
No, I'm fucked. Damn it.
God,
Jeez.
Wolfgang's getting blown up.
Me, I
Wolfgang kind of got absolutely destroyed here. Let me pull this up on stream for everyone.
if you oh, never mind. Go. I just have to have self-control. God gives, His strongest soldiers, his hardest battles. Go.
You got wrecked. I see Labs in kick chat. Labs in kick chat. Lav probably can't be in kick chat.
I was gonna say, why the fuck she in there, bro?
No, I got a BB poison.
No.
All right. Well, that was interesting. Wolfgang, how's your work coming along?
You cut out at the end. How's my what?
How's your work coming along?
I got quite a bit done. Quite a bit done. The one time I want AI to help me with something and it's fucking useless. So by hand it is.
Wait, Relly, you don't want to play Baldur's Gate, do you? Are you not a fan of Baldur's Gate?
No, but he wants to hell dive.
Yeah, I know. I'm literally asking. He walked away though. I think you've asked him before though, and he said no, he wasn't interested, right?
No, I think somebody else asked him before, and he gave the most scathing, like, no, why would the fuck? I might be misremembering, but it sounded like he was like, why the fuck would I ever want to do that?
Wait, shit. Where is
I
everyone?
don't think he's a fan of Baldur's Gate even in the slightest. I could be wrong though.
Well, we got Cherry, and then we need one more. I should probably ask Kelly if she's still in or not, because she wasn't in, and now I don't know if she would be or not.
Wait, has that changed? I thought she was just out entirely. Like, I thought from the very beginning she was like, not into it. But...
No, it did change for a quick moment in time. Relly, you are not down for Baldur's Gate at all, right? You hate Baldur's Gate?
No, I played
we
Baldur's
got
Gate.
it.
Oh,
What?
then maybe there's a fourth.
Oh, fuck yeah, this would be a blast.
Yes.
One condition, we have to play it on the hardest difficulty.
I'm gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, but wait, hold on. I might be wrong. Isn't the hardest difficulty doesn't let you do reload? Like, is it permadeath?
Oh, no, we don't have to do permadeath. I do permadeath because I'm not a fucking pussy. I did permadeath before permadeath was a thing. Literally, it didn't launch with permadeath. And me and my brother played 5 hours.
Full permadeath?
Yes. Party died, we deleted the save, started it again.
Jeez.
God damn. God damn.
Yeah.
Stu goes hard. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. So I think Cherry wants to play, and then yeah, I guess that's the 4.
Oh, if I win
Kelly might
this,
also
I'm
wanna
silver.
play, but I feel like probably
Too many women can't do it.
yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
If I get
But
tag.
I think probably, if I'm not mistaken, you might want more than 4 because probably if you have to rely on the same 4 every time,
Yeah,
probably
it's
like
not
D&D,
great.
right?
But...
So like, yeah, it would probably be good to have somebody who could just slide in. I don't know how it works. Like, if you make a single player character, can you pull that single player character into the multiplayer game, or do you all have to make a new character?
I do not know. I do not know.
Relly, you have any idea?
I know that what you can do is at the create.
Can
at
you
the
talk
start,
in group
everybody
chat at
can
the same
create their
time?
own character, pick whatever character,
While your
and then if you
Discord
want
is
to add
muted?
another character in later, I think you go to this person to create a custom character, and then people can, like, if they want a custom character, you can go create a custom character at the camp, I think, and then somebody can possess them.
Oh, wait. So when you make a multiplayer game, you have to recreate your characters? Like, you have to make new characters for that
Oh, I
multiplayer
see.
campaign?
Port from. I don't think you can port a separate saved character to a multiplayer game.
Is the multiplayer game, like, slightly different, or is it the same campaign, essentially?
It's the exact same thing.
Okay, I figured.
Yeah. I think the only difference is that you are not getting as much room to engage with the companions, which are a huge part of the game because you're playing with other people. But I can imagine playing with other people like compensates for that by just being more fun to play with friends, I guess.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Okay, we'll have to figure that out. And then I guess all my looking at the opening character screen probably didn't help a whole lot. Also, it's gonna be real hard if we play. If we're
And
playing
the hardest
that way.
difficult.
Yeah, it's. Gonna
I'm
be real
down.
hard. I've literally never played it before, but
The hardest difficulty is not that hard.
all right.
There's like I said, we did it on permadeath. There's like certain key fights that are like pretty difficult, but as long as you are literate, you should know what is more or less like a good skill to have on your character.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. we will. I'll probably just make like a group DM and we can figure out like a party to set up or something in terms of what classes we're gonna play and shit, and then.
Wait, are you streaming right now,
do,
Kanko?
Like, a scheduling link
Yeah.
or something. We don't
I'd be
figure out a good
down.
time.
Nice.
I'd be down, brother.
Streaming live
Well,
on Disney
day.
Plus.
Because yeah, like I don't know how much we're gonna play. I don't know how long the campaign.
What are you
is.
doing? Watching
But-
something?
Takes fucking forever.
Me?
Watching JSLK
It's
stream
really
and
long.
playing this fucking
Okay, well, I don't
Infinite
know.
Craft.
I don't know if we'll come close to finishing. very
Well, but it's just
soon,
like
but-
D&D, right? The campaign's long as
Infinite
fuck. The more
crap?
people we have, the more
Infinite
scheduling is
craft.
going to be a pain in the ass, but we'll
Oh,
go through
craft.
it.
Yeah,
We get
I
through it
am
together,
taking an Infinite
homies.
Crap though.
Yeah. We'll give it a shot.
It's it just
Oh, some
keeps
people in Discord
feeling
are
like
very
it's
upset
about
that I
to
sent
like
the sending dick word
slip
to
the rest of the
guy.
way out, and it just keeps
I
going.
understand why you guys are mad. You don't want to admit it to yourselves, most of all. That's okay. We can move forward. I will admit that it is always a bad idea to send.
What I
a
imagine
dick
like
pic,
pooping out a
okay?
chain link fence
I
would
totally
feel like.
agree. You get no qualms
Oh
from me,
my god.
so let's let it be.
Oh
I have
my
a
god,
dead
he's a
stream
rhymester.
today.
Holy shit.
Dude, it's been dead for
It's
everyone
La Vie,
today.
dude.
Yeah,
I said c'est la vie.
Tom streams
no, no,
like
no.
30
So you
people.
You don't say the say
I
in
thought-
say la
okay,
vie.
I was
you just say
like-
la vie.
Tom's was super dead,
Okay,
and
what are you
then
talking
Say
there
la
were some
vie.
other big
La vie,
streamers
say la vie,
too.
because they're asking you
With
to.
not so
Jesus,
much.
man, get with the program.
or notably less.
Yeah.
Weird.
I just muted the Discord. I don't know if I can handle this guy for much longer, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Food shops rated just
Because right now what's happening essentially is I think
Really?
Ethan was having a lot of people not happy with him because of what he said about Aeronol Shrapnel, whatever. I don't know. I don't
Aaron
remember the name.
Bushnell.
Well, thank you. Yeah. So he was kind of. I don't even think it sounded like a joke. He wasn't being
What
like
the
crazy
fuck?
respectful,
Actually- oh,
but he
we
wasn't
lost
like
it.
being like an absolute dick like people are making him out to be.
Damn it.
And most of his audience
I
was
thought we
just
actually
turning
fucking
around
got that.
and shitting on him, and he was not reacting well to that. So it was just him kind of venting a lot
We
of
got
frustration,
smacked.
and you know that's even more reason to hate the shit out of Ethan Klein. So
I thought he had said something about the Frogan situation.
He did also do that, yeah. Wait,
Oh.
did somebody respond to him?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I'm gonna move us into the Collins channel real quick. I'll be right there.
Okay.
Perfect. Just in case other people want to hop in, ask about whatever that shit was, whatever that shit show was.
I am not sure why
Is
they
that
used
in
that
the
one.
most
That was
recent
stupid.
VOD that they had?
The Ethan stuff? I can send you a timestamp for the Ethan. Wait, yeah, probably you just want to clip on the Frogan stuff. I don't think
There
he spends
isn't,
a
like,
lot.
I
they
got
don't talk
squashed
about
by
it
the
much.
Pharaoh.
They don't talk about it for a long time. But there is like a longer segment on the Bushnell stuff.
by the Farah.
Yeah.
If you just go to the
Fuck,
Destiny
yeah.
sub, I think there's a Frogan.
Fuck her.
I think there's like a Frogan clip. Ethan. Frogan. Yeah, Ethan calls out Frogan. How long
That's
would
the
this be? It's like a 2-minute and 22-second clip.
Oh, it's perfect.
But the longer clip would be when they're discussing the Aaron Bushnell stuff. That's like quite a bit longer.
Oh,
It's like
yes.
20 or 30 minutes. Maybe 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay. We found that.
Damn it.
I forgot. I was gonna ask Destiny for a like connect to kick,
That was
just like
messy.
to talk to maybe a partner manager or something. And I made a comment, got banned from chat for 7 days. Might not be his favorite guy right now.
What was your comment?
He was talking shit to some chatter, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry that you only parrot opinions from 19-year-old tatted up progressive girls," or something like that. And I think I said, "Why do we think that Destiny knows the opinions of 19-year-old tatted up progressive girls?" That was a 1-week ban right there.
Dude, what? Dude, you did. Dude.
And you know you would have gotten a fucking 30 too if you weren't fucking if you weren't fucking doing the streams and being friends.
I don't know if that's true. I feel like
Divas
I've made that
Clause?
comment 100 times. He just wasn't hearing it today, okay?
Oh, shit.
It's fine.
Okay,
He can make that decision that he doesn't
Were
wanna
you
hear that shit
anybody
today.
else? Were you anybody else? You would have netted a 30. He's friendly. He likes you. He's friendly with you. He's probably gonna give you just the 7 instead of the full 30. But God, were you anybody else? That would have been a month in the slammer, Bucko. I promise you. Holy shit! A guy made a wooden minigun elastic shooter, like rubber band shooter. That's crazy. Spins and everything. That's wild. Wait, well, I was gonna say something related to what you guys were talking about. Oh, wait, was I? Hold on, give me a second. Oh yeah, he's gonna forgive you and unban you when we play Helldivers together, because that will happen. We already got like the team.
Yes, that
going.
is definitely happening for sure.
Yep, that is happening. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I have
Mark your
Helldivers, and the second Wolfgang that you figure out your other shit, we'll play some Helldivers, okay?
Oh my God, bro! I've been just working nonstop. Let a man have a break,
I switched to
my
that.
brother. You know,
Why are these-
I switched to hog. Might be a bad
Why do
idea,
you say
but
it like that?
because in my mind, obviously that's not what I thought. But I don't have my mind and my body are disconnected. My mind can say it, and my body's gonna be like, ain't no
Yeah, I'd
way.
say it was a
You're
bad
not
idea.
saying that. That's not going past customs, friend. We're keeping this one in. Could never.
wow.
Sheesh.
Alright. Got the got a couple
Logistical
of these
will
Nessies
say it,
all
right?
over the screen now.
Drops it real natural too. It's kind of wild. Like there's no stutter.
Yeah.
There's no hesitation. He just says it comes out
Because
smooth.
I've got no hatred in my heart, Wolfgang. If you have no hatred in your heart, you can say it. That's why black people say it so smoothly. They don't have
Stop
hatred
Brazilian
towards
love.
other black
Ass
people.
fucking
win away from-
Super
I'm
Saiyan
trying to
logic
figure
is
out
this.
how to fucking make
Shit, you'll never get
That
that.
literally
Like,
is what enables me to say it so smoothly.
Jujutsu Kaisen
Super
characters.
Saiyan's
Nothing but love
trying
in
to
my
figure out
heart
how to do
for
that.
black people.
Hey,
okay?
bro, is this shit real?
what, the
You're dead.
minigun?
No, I'm looking through this Frogan shit. It's some. She replied to a tweet that said, "Lady, please. There's a massive difference between being pro-Palestine and pro-Hamas." She's like, "What's it like being brain dead?"
I mean, she is in fact brain dead herself, so it
Yeah,
seems like a
it's-
very
it's
possible
Rogan.
response from her. Yeah.
What?
Yep, I absolutely believe
Huh?
that's a Frogan response.
Oh man, we watched Mr. Girl did Collins yesterday. That was that guy's brain is very interesting.
Yeah.
He called you out at the end. He called you out. He was like, Gisticle, I'm coming for your ass, you
He said
motherfucker.
J-Stock actually, so
Yeah, true.
Fuck, dude.
That's because he doesn't know the correct way to pronounce your name. But it's okay. He'll learn in due time. We'll meet him at the gates.
We got destroyed.
Dude, this shit is
Yeah.
dystopian. Is it actually that Twitch announced
That she's
Rogan
Rogan's
as one of the
legendary
legendary woman of the year?
Yeah.
Where is that? Where did they do that?
I mean, I think she's just gonna be getting front page views.
Oh
for,
god, look how like squishy our team is. No wonder.
Yeah,
Widow and Sombra
This
were
is
our
so
DPS.
dystopian.
I feel
Dude,
like Twitch is right at the
Garbage. A lot of
precipice of getting like a massive Wall Street Journal hit piece written about them that like totally rocks their business essentially.
yeah.
Like with the kind of politics that they're
Alright,
supporting
you
and they've been supporting by platform
Well,
like by blowing up
Hassan and
Hassan,
stuff?
right? Yeah, through Hassan, through Frogan, through some other people. Like they
Yeah, you
just they got like a bop on the nose for Haas and Hinkle, and I think that was like just scraping the surface of what the actual problem is.
But wait, do you feel like there'd be any pushback in the part of like larger audiences or sponsors or whoever the fuck when you say like, hey, Twitch is like really favorable towards the favorable politics online right now? Like probably like, is there any pushback for that? Like with the Frogan stuff, most people are probably going to be on her side, even if she tweeted about the fucking oh god, what the fuck was it called? The attack that happened in Israel, like the music festival, right? Like, if anybody sees that, I don't think they're gonna give much of a fuck. sponsors give a fuck at all?
I think a lot of people would give a fuck. Yeah. You can't be like super pro terrorism. You can't be pro anti-Israeli terrorism. That's for sure. Maybe you can swing being pro like international terrorism and interviewing a Houthi. That's possible.
Probably gonna end my
I think you
stream.
can swing that one and
Too lazy.
try to say it's journalism.
Lame.
But just being like
Maybe I'm
straight
too
up pro
Twitter
like pro mass rape, I don't know if you can swing that one. I feel like that's a
I guess
a rough
I might be
one.
just too Twitter brain because that's what I see on my newsfeed and shit like that. But again, that's Twitter, not real life, so it's probably what's happening.
So this is, I don't know if you're looking at my presentation still, Relly. Or actually,
see.
I'm definitely not presenting anymore because we switched channels. Hold on. There's this Together for Legendary Women section that I think they're going to have a carousel on the front page now, like 24/7. Probably for the whole year, I would imagine.
How many fucking women are a part of this?
It looks like quite a few because it's almost 2 a.m. right now and there's a lot of women on here still.
Yeah.
Isn't it also Women's Month? Or am I crazy? Hold on, let me check.
I have no idea, but Together for
Ah,
Legendary
you should know this, you shitty ally. Hold on. Women's
Ooh.
Month.
as he says.
When are
as
we
he
gonna get
Googles
a Together for White Men's Month? You know what I'm saying?
because as soon as you say that, some progressive just woke up out of their sleep in the middle of the night and yelled, all years before 2017 were white men's year, or something like that, okay?
Bro rose from the coffin like Vincent Valentine to fucking yell that.
Somebody's gonna, scream some shit like that. Oh, every year's been the white, or every month since before like 2018 was white man's month,
Yeah.
okay?
It's fucking Women's Month, you bad ally. Jesus Christ, just
Wolfgang,
get your head in the
again,
game.
you had to Google it.
No, I just, calendar. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well then, where's the White Women Month?
Wait, is there a Black
Bro,
Women
not
Month?
even I think there should be a white women month.
Hey, yo, let's go, bro. Let's go.
I shouldn't do that. I feel like unironically, it feels like a little bit scary being like a white presenting person. It feels like a little
Yeah,
bit
me
scary,
too, bro.
probably not for me. But at some point in the future, it's like, okay, there's a lot of animosity towards white people, even though I think a lot of people are just kind of like fake about it. It's just like, oh, it's funny to say. But like, there is a lot of that animosity. It's the only kind of like racial animosity that's maybe growing or neutral. Say most of the other stuff, to me, feels like it's shrinking. Maybe somebody will disagree with that.
Okay.
And then like the majority race is like also shrinking. So it's like, we're not going to be protected by that privilege for a whole lot longer, okay?
Damn, you just
feel like
just
it's
let loose on that.
it's
Huh?
a-
You fascist?
a little scary,
Get it.
okay? I feel like it's a little scary sometimes.
Unironically, if we want to level, if I was a white nigga, I would actually be like, okay, yeah, when are we gonna?
Well, I don't think
How
it's
can you
even.
be a white brother?
I don't even think it's like
How does
that
that work?
bad. I don't even think it's like that bad. I'm just saying that like it's probably the only one we like some people excuse, and it could get a little concerning if you're like, listen, I'm watching what happened to the Jews, okay, and I'm like gay. I don't want to be like the powerful privileged group that everybody thinks about, but is also like a major minority in some country.
I want
Okay?
to say that's
Doesn't work-
ridiculous.
Doesn't work out for them very well.
I want to say that's ridiculous, but I bet that's what it feels like when what do you call it, when the frog is slowly boiling. But even saying that out loud kind of sounds like weirdly fucking, I don't know, dude. Even saying like, oh yeah, for the frog of white people is slowly boiling and it can't tell the temperature. Like even that kind of seems a little bit fear-mongery in my opinion. So I don't know,
I mean,
man.
realistically,
I just genuinely think like, I think just like white people can get bullied for being white, and I don't think that's a good mix with possibly becoming a minority. I just don't think that's a good mix. If a majority of kids inside the classroom are bullying some kid for being white and that's socially acceptable, like
it's probably bad.
that's not good. It's just not. I'm not even saying like, anything crazy. Like it's gonna escalate to like, white people getting killed or physically assaulted. Just like bullying for like being white. Probably just that would just feel bad and probably build resentment for other races of people. Should probably just treat it all equally.
Yeah, probably.
When you and the team are pitching a new product, Grammarly's
They
tone
start
suggestions
pushing the
can
little
offer a more personable
Okay.
approach
Oh, was it-
to
yeah,
win
the little
over a
Timmy.
big client.
The little
Make a
Yours
big impact
Timmy
on your
A
argument?
little bit valid, okay?
It's like pretty much exactly what I described.
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
Relly was the one who brought up Little Timmy, okay? Well,
Yeah, I
indirectly.
think it's fine. I think it's a valid argument to not to justify stopping immigration or anything, but to justify just seeing all racial bullying as equal, or at least somewhat. So
Wow,
maybe not
okay.
equal, but you know what I'm talking about, like bad and off
Yeah.
limits.
Yep. 100%. Oh man. My brain is just I tried having a drink in the middle of that stream, and I haven't drank anything in like 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks. And it just fogged my brain immediately. Beer is terrible. I had like some old beer sitting in my fridge.
Oh, shit.
Awful, okay.
Tastes
I don't
awful.
even know. I
Tastes
don't even know why I have
awful.
that shit around.
I don't know why. Girly drinks are
Wow.
very good though.
They are. Well, they're better. Beer's
Yeah.
just terrible.
Just found out today too that Mountain Dew's making
Ooh.
alcohol. So they got.
That sounds horrible. I've never drank a drink in my life,
Literally,
but
why?
Mountain Dew alcohol sounds
We just
fucking
got
Yeah.
disgusting.
Literally, why?
It's 15%. It's 15%. Probably can't even taste it past all the sugar.
Sorry, I was muted. I need to take a break quick. I just need to eat.
Jesus, that sounds
Okay,
terrible.
Baja Blast,
here, bro.
and they got
Wow,
Give me one
smokes.
Baja. Wait, is smokes good or bad?
It's good.
You die from smoking though.
It'll go
You're
make
such
a...
a loser.
It kills you. Oh, this is that good. Okay. Well, yeah, I can see that too.
God.
Well, fucking yeah. Yeah, I'm a voltage kind of guy.
I don't know what you're doing, Wolfgang. Jesus.
What? What? You don't like
Nothing.
voltage?
Somebody posted one of those gifs. You know the gifs where it's in Discord and it's got the background with the bug. Just look at general chat.
Oh Jesus, man! Fuck that.
Sorry, freak me out. Freak me out for a second, okay? He got me.
Ban him.
I'm not gonna ban him for that.
Give him a ban.
I don't think so.
Go ahead.
It was funny. It was a funny one.
No,
He got me.
you're lucky I'm not an admin, bro.
Jeez Louise.
I see Xena in the Discord. Xena, you gonna hop in the VC or what? Nah, she probably not watching the stream.
Probably not watching the stream.
Relly, are you going live?
Yeah, I'll go live.
All right,
I haven't
Hell
been live
yeah.
in like 3 days, bro.
do it.
Yeah, I'll go live. Are you wrapping it up? Are you done?
yeah.
I'm literally I'm toast. I'm toasted.
How many hours in are you?
Only 6 hours 40 minutes. Like it's not that bad.
Only 6 hours.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just lots of content today. It was like easy to get through. I had that beer. It's like an old beer or something. Now my head's swimming. A lightweight apparently.
Yeah. I don't think I'm good for
Do you
cross
roofie
examination.
yourself?
No,
What the hell?
I'm just tired. Tired now. Okay. I have like one beer. It's a 7% beer, so I think that's pretty high.
Okay, old man.
I was gonna say, I feel like
It's like a 7% beer in a tall boy can. So
oh, I see.
I'm tired. I had my alcohol. My back hurts.
good one, Wolfgang. Good one.
Little whippersnapper, come here.
Oh, it was sitting in my fridge, Notorious BFG, so I don't think it fermented at all. But it is like quite old, so it could have fermented a little more. Okay.
I'm live.
All right.
Uh,
Relly is live. Okay. Relly is live. Are you gonna
I'll
hop off of here or what?
yeah, probably. If you guys are, yeah, wrapping it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
Let's talk to you guys later.
Yeah, we'll see you around.
Message me about the Baldur's Gate thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Dude, I don't care who he showed his dick to. I felt so bad. I felt so fucking bad. Oh my god. I'm glad that you and Irrelevant are much braver than me, because hearing him talk and not have his shit together and dropping the spaghetti out, dude, I felt so bad. I felt so awful for him.
I don't know. Dude, I felt bad. But like I was willing to defend him as being autistic, and then he's like I didn't want to like go at him that hard, but like eventually when he's like saying how he's like trying to manipulate people, I'm like, dude, you're not really manipulating. Like it's actually, I don't know. Like I think he just had like a misunderstanding of how the logs look to most people. Like I didn't know where he was gonna go today, and then it sounded like so bad, and I can't tell. Yeah.
Wait, are you still streaming?
Yeah, I'm still streaming.
Oh my god, bro!
Well, I couldn't. What do you think I could like raid out to him like instantly? He wasn't even online yet. What are you talking about?
God, dude, I could have. Oh my! I didn't realize the stream was going.
It's a good thing that you didn't say anything insane.
Oh my, dude, I had some stuff to talk about too.
Okay,
I had some
chill
stuff.
for 2 seconds.
Oh my goodness, I almost shit my pants. You know how I keep joking? Every time that you end the stream and you leave your screen live and your Twitter feed goes on and I try to message somebody on DGG chat to, like, oh my god, tell them that tweet is really funny to psych you out. That just fucking happened to me right now, dude. I almost...
You guys have no idea how often Wolfgang drops hard R N-bombs in this
Shut
VC
up, you are so
when we're
fucking
offline.
crazy.
I just about got my whole shit banned. Okay?
Everybody knows that even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be brave enough to get past the stutter. I'd be like, oh, you're my... No, I wouldn't be able to say it. I don't have it in me, bro. I wish I was the monster you think I am. What's the Tyrion quote again? I wish. I wish. Yeah. Let's get it going. Oh my god. Woo.
Big raid going to Relly on kick. All right,
yeah,
guys.
except I know you don't sound white though.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I'm just gonna say bye to everybody, and then you can yell about whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I love you guys all. You have a good night. We'll be live again tomorrow. We'll have to figure out some new content. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do because it feels like we need a new content model when the drama dries up. Okay, so something other than drama. I think I enjoy politics. I know a lot of people don't enjoy politics, so we'll have to figure something out. Okay. Anyway, host is going out to Relly. I love you guys. Have a good night. And we'll be back tomorrow to do it all again. All right? So have a good one, guys. See you later.
I have a clip to play for you of Tommy Lauren, a Fox News contributor. You're seeing her there next to me. She is a right-wing political commentator, and I'll play a clip in just a moment of her begging, pleading with Republicans to stop their investigation into Joe Biden and focus on something else. Now, this is priceless for a couple reasons. First off, Tommy Lauren insists she definitely believes that Biden engaged in wrongdoing, and there's definitely evidence, even though it hasn't been brought forward, but she doesn't think optically people are perceiving it that way, which is a really strange argument to make. Biden's a criminal, but don't hold him accountable. And number two, it's just hilarious to see even right-wing political commentators realize how disastrous this entire sham impeachment effort has been. Here's Tommy Lauren on Fox News.
Both sides have been spinning this, obviously, and if this other televised hearing comes about, I can just imagine the ratings. But Jim Comer says the deposition was successful. They were able to prove several bits of our evidence. That's a quote from the congressman. The question the mainstream media keep asking is, where's the proof that Joe Biden got a dime?
Yeah, and that's going to be the difficult part for Republicans. And I got to say, as somebody who does believe there's plenty of evidence here, I think that this has failed optically for Republicans, and they've done good work. Obviously, Jim Jordan, Comer have done great work on this, but optically, it does make it seem as though they're beating up on someone with addiction issues. That's exactly what the media wanted it to look like. That's how they framed it, and unfortunately, that's what's coming to fruition. So I would encourage Republicans, I know you want to get to the bottom of this, but let's focus on the election. Let's focus on the failed policies of Joe Biden, this impeachment inquiry, unfortunately, is falling flat with a lot of viewers and voters.
Tommy and I found common ground.
You were going to endorse everything.
You know, I remember covering a story about Ron DeSantis back when he was running for president. Good times, that didn't go well, but he said back then that Republicans should move on from the impeachment stuff and focus on other issues. So a similar point as you just heard Tommy Lauren make. He did, though, the same thing Tommy Lauren just did. He said he believed everything Biden's been accused of. He just doesn't think it needs to be the focus of Republicans, which, as I said back then, what? If a president actually did the insane things they're baselessly accusing Biden of, then yes, we would want them impeached for sure. What are you talking about? You would want to hold that president accountable. And because we here actually believe in law and order, we'd want that person to not be above the law and again, to be held accountable legally. So anyone saying, yeah, Biden was bribed, but whatever, let's move on from it because it's not optically helping us, you're crazy. That logic makes no sense. What you're actually saying is, which you can't admit on Fox News, you know these allegations are baseless. Biden has been investigated for years now by Republicans, first in the Senate, then in the House, and has been vindicated at every single turn. And what we've learned throughout this entire effort, these investigations, the hearings, all of it, has been, oh, Joe Biden has acted with integrity, unlike the dear leader of MAGA. Now, by the way, I did want to address this part of what she said.
I would encourage Republicans, I know you want to get to the bottom of this, but let's focus on the election. Let's focus on the failed policies of Joe Biden.
The failed policies of Biden, she says. You know, Tommy, I'm curious which policies you're referring to. So let's go through it. Let's try to figure that out as we go through these policies. My regular viewers know exactly what's coming, but I have to go through this on a regular basis because most of the country apparently is completely unaware of these different facts. Tommy Lauren, all right, this is directed at you. Are you talking about the failure, as you called it, the policy failure of coming into office during a social, public health, and economic crisis he was handed by his predecessor, then overseeing a recovery better than any of us could have expected? Average 4% GDP growth for the last 2 quarters, 14 million plus jobs created under his watch, wage growth currently stronger than it was under Donald Trump pre-pandemic, stronger job growth after the recovery of all pre-pandemic jobs than we saw under Trump pre-pandemic, unemployment lower for longer than it's been in 50 years, black unemployment at record lows, white-black unemployment gap at record small, inflation back down to healthy figures, stock market breaking all-time records, and all those
damn, I can't help. I can't. Not at the moment. I just ran out of eggs. And my microwave is
Ryan, are you
way up
ready?
there. I know, I'm sorry. No problem. If you need anything else, come back, let me know. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, wait, hold on. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Hey, Neve, you're still streaming?
No.
Fuck.
Why?
Because there's somebody in my chat just came in, said that they are on a scavenger hunt, and they need a streamer that's willing to microwave an egg. They're gonna win 150 bucks.
Sorry.
I know. Bummer.
Okay, I'm back. I don't know if you are yet, but I am.
Based. Red build. Penis build.
Despacito.
Desposito owns you, little bro.
For real, for real.
Oh god. No cap on a stack. Skibbity toilet. Skibbity toilet owns you, little bro.
What is a kick or keep about?
It is a commentary, internet infamy, lolcow episode.
Ooh, sounds like a good one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We got Turkey Tom, Gokonaru, Food Shops, Queeman, Boogie 2988.
Oh my god.
And then some random fucking guy that I had never heard of that I guess is involved with CX. He does not fit in the episode whatsoever.
Huh.
Yeah. Fucking Carantos just decided to invite a random ass person to our themed episode. It's retarded.
Fucking Carantos. Everyone else, that sounds like it's gonna be a fucking great one.
Yeah.
Have Queeman and Food Shops like even really interacted?
Yeah, they were on the Chud panel together.
Oh, just recently?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did see that, I think.
Yeah.
And then I watched her talk to Mr. Girl pretty recently.
Yeah, that was yesterday. That was weird.
It was super weird. And then he just fucking like lost his mind at the end of it.
Oh yeah.
It was so funny.
That was really funny. I hate it when Food Shops does that fucking soft ass weird
That voice. Oh my god. Yes,
It's
I know
obnoxious.
exactly what you mean.
I've yelled at her for it before. I'm like in chat, in Tom's chat that one time, I'm like, Food Shops, shut the fuck up. Stop fucking memeing. You're driving everybody nuts.
I'm not sure what the voice is for.
Me neither.
Aha, I wasn't letting you get away, bitch. Bitch. Oh no! That's okay. We'll go fuck him up right here.
Stalin wear samurai based. Stalin wear samurai star based.
Yes, we got the mercy. Yep. Oh, it's done. GG. Or well, good round.
Squidward Stalin. That's so funny. Stalinism plus Coliseum or Stadium equals North Korea.
What?
Yeah. Kim Jong Shark. Oh my god.
To play
from the congressman. The question the mainstream media keep asking is, where's the proof that Joe Biden got a dime?
Yeah, and that's going to be the difficult part for Republicans. And I got to say, as somebody who does believe there's plenty of evidence here, I think that this has failed optically for Republicans, and they've done good work. Obviously, Jim Jordan Comer done great work on this, but optically, it does make it seem as though they're beating up on someone with addiction issues. That's exactly what the media wanted it to look like. That's how they framed it, and unfortunately, that's what's coming to fruition. So I would encourage Republicans, I know you want to get to the bottom of this, but let's focus on the election. Let's focus on the failed policies of Joe Biden. This impeachment inquiry, unfortunately, is falling flat with a lot of viewers and voters.
Tommy and I found common ground.
You were going to endorse everything?
You know, I remember covering a story about Ron DeSantis back when he was running for president. Good times, that didn't go well, but he said back then that Republicans should move on from the impeachment stuff and focus on other issues. So a similar point as you just heard Tommy Lauren make. He did, though, the same thing Tommy Lauren just did. He said he believed everything Biden's been accused of. He just doesn't think it needs to be the focus of Republicans, which, as I said back then, what? If a president actually did the insane things they're baselessly accusing Biden of, then yes, we would want them impeached for sure. What are you talking about? You would want to hold that president accountable. And because we here actually believe in law and order, we'd want that person to not be above the law and, again, to be held accountable legally. So anyone saying, yeah, Biden was bribed, but whatever, let's move on from it because it's not optically helping us, you're crazy. That logic makes no sense. What you're actually saying is, which you can't admit on Fox News, you know these allegations are baseless. Biden has been investigated for years now by Republicans, first in the Senate, then in the House, and has been vindicated.
Here we go.
At every single turn. And what we've learned throughout this entire effort, these investigations, the hearings, all of it, has been, oh, Joe Biden has acted with integrity, unlike the dear leader of MAGA. Now, by the way, I did want to address this part of what she said.
I would encourage Republicans, I know you want to get to the bottom of this, but let's focus on the election. Let's focus on the failed policies of Joe Biden.
The failed policies of Biden, she says. You know, Tommy, I'm curious which policies you're referring to. So let's go through it. Let's try to figure that out as we go through these policies. My regular viewers know exactly what's coming, but I have to go through this on a regular basis because most of the country apparently is completely unaware of these different facts. Tommy Lauren, all right, this is directed at you. Are you talking about the failure, as you called it, the policy failure of coming into office during a social, public health, and economic crisis he was handed by his predecessor, then overseeing a recovery better than any of us could have expected. Average 4% GDP growth for the last 2 quarters, 14 million plus jobs created under his watch. Wage growth currently stronger than it was under Donald Trump pre-pandemic. Stronger job growth after the recovery of all pre-pandemic jobs than we saw under Trump pre-pandemic. Unemployment lower for longer than it's been in 50 years. Black unemployment at record lows. White-black unemployment gap at record small. Inflation back down to healthy figures. Stock market breaking all-time records. And all those economic figures just 3 years after a total disaster that Biden had to inherit. Oh, Tommy, is it the big failure you're talking about? Taking the situation with crime from one of the largest homicide rate spikes on record in 2020 under Trump, granted largely because of the pandemic, to the largest plummets in homicide in 2023 under Joe Biden. In 3 short years, taking surging crime back to pre-pandemic levels, and in places like Detroit, 50-year lows. Is that the big failure, Tommy? Is the big failure the Inflation Reduction Act, the largest investment in green energy in history? Forms of energy, by the way, that will be cheaper for consumers and lower their energy bills? Is she opposed to the fact that the IRA is lowering seniors' prescription drug costs in a historic fashion, allowing Medicare to negotiate drug prices, something Trump promised to do, and capping the cost of insulin? Are you advocating, Tommy, for our seniors to be price gouged? Sheesh, that's crazy. Or is she opposed to the ACA expansions that will help people get the health care they need, or investing in the IRS so they can go after wealthy tax cheats who are unlawfully avoiding paying their taxes, a policy that, by the way, brings back more revenue to the government than it takes to fund? That's called, ladies and gentlemen, fiscal responsibility. Is she opposed to fiscal responsibility? Or a 15% minimum corporate tax rate? Tommy, do you not think that corporations should pay at least 15%? My goodness. Or is the big failure, let's just keep going, why not? According to her, the largest investment in infrastructure since the Eisenhower highway program, something, again, Trump promised to do but didn't. Biden got it done. She thinks maybe roads and bridges shouldn't be invested in so that they're safe and smooth. Investments in transit and rail. Do you think broadband shouldn't be out in rural, often conservative areas as these investments disproportionately go to? I don't personally think historic updates to airports is a bad thing, do you? I also don't think a historic investment in updating water pipes so that 10 million Americans who don't have clean and reliable drinking water can start having that necessity, or investing in the grid so that we have more reliable energy. I'm just confused, you know? What is she referring to? What are these policy failures she's referring to? Let's keep going. We'll see if we can find it. Surely she's not talking about the PACT Act, the expanded health coverage for veterans, the least we could do for those serving our country, or maybe the Chips and Science Act, making sure we aren't so dependent on other countries for semiconductors while creating jobs at the same time. They talk a lot about, we gotta fight back against China economically, but Biden's record actually is doing something on that front. And again, jobs, so many jobs because of these policies. Surely she doesn't want Americans to not have those jobs. Sheesh, Tommy. And then maybe genuinely she would cite the largest forgiveness of student loans by a president in American history, but targeting middle and working class Americans. I think she's actually opposed to that. But by the way, helping to stimulate the economy and maybe a variable as a part of the many variables responsible for these incredible economic numbers. She's probably genuinely anti-union, so she doesn't like that Joe Biden's been one of the most pro-union presidents in American history, not only becoming the first to join the picket line with striking workers, but also having an NLRB that's changing the game for unions, as we've talked so much about, among a bunch of other things on that front. I'm not sure if she sees, some conservatives go back and forth on this, but if she's seeing marriage equality being enshrined into federal law as a failure, but I definitely would disagree with her on that if she does, or the first major gun safety bill in decades contributing to this historic drop in crime in the United States. And I could go on. I could sit here all day and walk through the executive orders protecting reproductive rights, trying to push back against the crazy right-wing efforts, orders reforming, I should say, the criminal justice system, investments in impoverished communities, policing, again, crime going down significantly. Maybe that has something to do with it. More people with health insurance right now than ever before in history in this country. And again, we could just go on and on and on. For the sake of time, I'll end the list there. So once again, I say, what policy failure are you referring to? Play the clip again.
Let's focus on the failed policies of Joe Biden.
Maybe she's thinking, again, genuinely of the border. That might be one of the things she cited if she were on the show. Of course, though, Biden pushing for the strongest legislation on the border in decades that's endorsed by the Border Patrol Union and a conservative Republican, James Langford, but MAGA Republicans are opposing that bill to hurt Biden politically. So that's a Republican policy failure if she were to cite it. Now, why do I go through this list so often? Again, my regular viewers are like, okay, this again. And then generally, why do I seem to speak so positively of Joe Biden's presidency? Because listen, I know this sort of coverage will get me accused, as I see in some aggressive ways in my Twitter mentions and on DMs. It'll get me accused of being a Biden shill or something like that. But see, it's anything but that. I think the job of those who cover politics is to cover it in a fact-based way and accurately. And then to those of us who do opinion shows as well, to present the facts accurately and then follow it up with your take on things. And what I've seen across much of the media is this huge fear, this crazy fear of being accused of being liberal by the right. And that causing an overcompensation that creates this inaccurate, wonky coverage of things like Joe Biden's presidency. Or just like how you have to cover the failures of powerful people accurately, you have to cover the successes accurately as well. And what I've realized is much of the country does not have any idea of the fact that Joe Biden has overseen one of the most successful administrations in modern American history. People just aren't aware of it. And so that is the situation at hand. I have to convey the facts that yield that conclusion accurately. And that means properly walking through the policies that have been getting implemented. Something it seems far too many people in the media take the time to discuss. We can do 24/7 coverage of Joe Biden's age, but ignore the historic achievements that actually mean something in people's lives, to the material well-being that impacts them in a way, as I've been saying, that his age never will. And so it's never to blindly cheerlead just because he's better than the alternative or whatever reason, but to be honest with the audience when I think he's doing something right, and to emphasize that proportionally to the importance of the policies in people's lives. And so that's why we go through that list quite often. It matters to people, and the facts show this is a historic list. So let's make sure people know that. Let me know what you think of all that in the comments, and make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you want to go a step further and get the daily bonus show plus support the work being done here, you can go to lukebeasleyshow.com/membership.
I like the ball gag thing. That's funny.
Lynn's story in her marriage. Lynn's story in her marriage. The amount of time that I have gotten sucked into a woman's story. We are so manipulative. We know how to dramatize and exaggerate the circumstances and experiences in the marriage to suck someone in, to feel sorry for us, to validate us in our victim's story. What's his experience though? What's his side of the story?
Exactly.
It's just like,
I'm telling you, when these women start telling these Me Too stories, you never hear the guy's story.
Oh, that was nice.
Wilbur Soot is a Minecraft guy. He's in like Dreams, SMP, which is like a Minecraft server. He's like a big YouTuber.
Or you just like, oh, she said that shit? All right, well, we believe all women over here. And I'd just be like, oh my goodness.
Shut up, bitch!
It would almost be blasphemy to not believe some of the things a woman says. And oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you have to never.
Now look, this is a marriage therapist, and she's like, look, don't ever believe a woman's story about a relationship. And the reason being because it's exaggerated. They were the victims. They never had anything wrong. It's no accountability. And I'm not saying this for all women, but some for sure, right? My ex included and shit. Or
I was
volunteer.
covered in bruises all over my arms.
Actually, Will bites me sometimes, and I get.
Yeah, I
several
don't
bruises
watch
all
the
time.
fucking guy either.
Marissa might be my new main.
He's a
They hurt,
Minecraft
and he would poke at them
YouTuber. Okay.
for fun.
Everybody
Super
over
confusing.
21
felt
feels
so
old
comfortable
not
showing
knowing
off
who he is.
my bruises that he had caused to our friends because he would bite me so hard by accident. By accident.
Hurt me more with biting. Wilbur has bitten me harder than that.
Yeah.
He just bites everyone. He bite you.
What the fuck?
Never bit me, man. He would. Wilbur bite.
He would even joke that it looked like he abused me.
Damn, he's a biter.
And eventually he did
Option
acknowledge
3, idiot.
how bad it looked that I
Probably.
was covered in bruises all the time. So he stopped biting my arms as often, and he started biting my legs instead.
Look, now I'm not sure.
What the fuck?
And it was in the last couple of months of the relationship that every time he bit me, it was until I needed to use this safe word. It had become his benchmark for when to stop.
The minx and the other girl, the notorious. You said drug addicts right here? Yeah, man. No.
I've gone on a lot of dates. I keep trying. And it's unfortunate that a lot of my dating history, there were a lot of bad people that tried to manipulate or control me. But that's not to say that every person that I've dated has treated me poorly. Some people just weren't the right people. And speaking out about my bad experiences has never felt as important as it does right now, because silence has always brought me peace, and this time it feels like my silence is
Ooh, I'm dead.
not keeping my peace. It's only keeping somebody
How's your day?
else's peace. And I never thought that I could be the kind of person to end up in a situation like I did. I never thought that could happen to me.
This is hilarious.
And so for me, this is important because it could help anybody else.
I swear, man, when a woman comes forward, it's always to protect other women. But it's more so really to destroy the credibility and career of the guy that she no longer has an affinity for.
See the signs sooner than I did, or hopefully avoid a similar situation entirely, because the truth is it was dangerous. There were a lot of things wrong in this relationship that I endured some pretty terrible treatment, and I might touch on some things here and there about that, but if I
No, touch on all of that shit. Just do one video, one shot, get this shit out the way.
I think it's important to the overall context, but what I want to stay focused on is this specific issue, and the things that happened matter-of-factly, and the things that people saw and witnessed in our circle. It took me 10 months after to heal, and I spoke with multiple therapists and tried different forms of therapy. I tried somatic therapy. That one was actually really good for me.
World Obesity Day? So
because
people are
that one actually
celebrating
helped
me?
release a lot of built up anger I was having over the last
Kidding.
year. But the anger that I was feeling was for myself, because I felt like I should have known better. I felt so stupid at myself for sort of just staying through all of this. And I shared my story with a lot of friends after I started talking to therapists, and I was like, so this thing happened, and I wasn't really sure. It just seems weird now to me looking back, and all of them told me exactly what was happening in the words that I was too afraid to use.
That's funny. Boob job plus James Bond equals 007.
And it took me all of that time
00.
to see it through that lens.
Funny.
I even posted an anonymous story to Reddit that I have now deleted with an anonymous account. But in posting that, I found a dozen other stories.
You know what this reminds me of? What people do is they'll post something, see how it gets the response, see what response it gets, and then they delete that shit. Some people, not saying she did that shit, but it's looking like it.
That were exactly like mine, exactly the same way. And all of the comments said exactly the same thing. And I was so mad at myself because I was lying too, at a certain point to protect this person, because I knew that if I told my friends the truth, it'd make them look really bad.
Yes, I'm Silver.
And I practiced saying all of this and I didn't cry, but it's easier to practice it when no one is listening.
Well done.
He always cared more about
or breast plus Brangelina equals
I'm guessing your
Brexit?
aim was really good that game.
Have you played this game? You just mix shit up
Yeah.
and it creates
Did you see the guy
things.
ask?
Yeah.
When I hear about physical abuse, I think of
What's this?
hitting. I think of hitting and punching. So I thought that this wasn't violent enough to be abuse. I thought that it was just like a constant accident that he kept hurting me, but he's not hitting me. And it didn't start as something that he did to hurt me. He had this habit of biting, which is...
All right, I'm not trying to make fun of her, but she said he has a habit.
They
of
all
biting.
thought I was
It's just
hacking.
like, put a fucking
What?
Hannibal Lecter mask on his ass.
so weird to me now. but
That's so
he said that
funny.
he had this habit since he was a kid, and even his mom said that that was true. And he said it was just affectionate, and that might have been... I mean, I think that might have been true maybe at the start, but I
Titty
also feel that
bone?
I have good reason to believe that every part of
I
it
missed
was
like a
aligned with
lot
what
of
was
shots.
happening.
I don't know.
And I had no problem with just biting. That isn't even the most uncommon
Yeah,
thing. But he did mention something.
Yo, I have a huge problem with biting. I do not ever want to be bit by nobody, especially like during intercourse, after intercourse, just fooling around. You got a proclivity to bite. You not in my life.
Early,
I
that
didn't
should
even
have
understand
been
what the hell the last guy was
he wanted to
saying.
make sure that I was okay with him biting me because he didn't want me to come back later and say that he abused me, which I thought was really weird considering he had never hurt me before. And so why would I call it abuse? And why
Do
was
you
he
get
thinking
it?
about that? And I thought he was being sweet, checking on me to make sure
What?
that I was still comfortable.
What the last guy
but
was
of course
saying?
I was, because he hadn't hurt me. And why would I think he ever?
Yeah, they're saying that the hitboxes are big enough.
Biting
Why
you?
would I
Like,
cheat?
look, guys, I hate.
Like,
I hate
okay, you're
this.
an idiot.
You know, they say you victim blaming. She was getting bit. I mean, like the Love Is Blind
Was it
effect.
bully plus Brexit?
It upsets me.
Yeah,
I'll just say
bully
that.
plus
And
Brexit
then he
equals
did for the
Trump.
first time by
That's so
accident.
funny.
And I don't specifically remember the actual first time that he bit me too hard by accident because I didn't think that it would be significant. I thought that it would only happen once. And he started biting me more and more over a period of time, sort of throughout the whole relationship. And accidents of him biting too hard and really hurting me happened more and more frequently. But he always seemed genuinely sorry.
Hey, yo,
and
what
he
the
decided that he didn't want to
Oh my
keep
gosh, I was so
accidentally-
focused on that.
What?
I didn't
How
even
do you
check to see. I
accidentally
think I
bite
did get
someone
Silver.
and
though.
accidentally hurt them. I swear, like the way people try to rationalize things and say, "Well, I didn't know it was an issue." Well, did he fucking break skin?
hurting me. So we were going to use a safe word. So he could learn where my limit was, where my pain tolerance ended. And saying that out loud now doesn't sound like that's not very sound logic.
It doesn't, because now what you're doing is volunteering. Now you're consent. Hey, you can bite me anytime. However, once you bite me and it hurts, I'm going to say a safe word. So there is consent right there. And now people about to like hate me because I said like, hey, she just gave him consent to bite.
But at the time I thought he cared about not hurting me. But in reality, it's like, why are you biting so hard? And why do you have to bite so hard? And it shouldn't be that hard of a problem to stop. That shouldn't be that hard. And he disguised it as this really quirky part of our relationship and was so comfortable sharing it with his friends to the point that he would do it in front of them. He thought it was this really funny story to tell and a good bit to take my arm and bite me in front of everybody until I literally shout in pain. And then I have to laugh.
Like, yo, who has witnessed her get bit in front of everybody? Never am I ever at a party or in a social setting and someone just goes off and bites someone.
I thought I had him.
Fucking laugh it off. I'm gonna be looking at you like you're a weirdo. The weirder thing is probably the guy biting, right? But she like, yo, you just letting that shit happen? Now, if I'm out in a social setting, I see you get bit and you have no negative response, I'm not like, oh my gosh, she's hurting inside. I'm like, oh, this is some kinky shit that they into.
It off because I'm so embarrassed and I don't want to cause a scene in front of all of our friends. And I'm sure everyone was a little bit uncomfortable, but as long as I was saying that it was fine, nobody really felt like they needed to be concerned, and that's not anybody's fault because...
Yeah, for real. Like Dracula's his dad and shit.
I was lying. And it wasn't fine because I would go home later and I'd tell him how uncomfortable I was, how much I didn't like being hurt all the time. And I needed him to really stop biting so hard. I didn't like it, and I tried telling him over and over again because he wasn't actually trying at all to not hurt me. But he said he would try at first. And then he started saying things like, it was my pain tolerance that was too low, or I'm exaggerating how much it actually hurts. He's not even biting that hard. I'm being dramatic. But
okay, look, ladies, you know, I do have a daughter. And if you say, hey, I said the safe word, and they like, yo, your pain tolerance is too low, I'm not biting you that hard, run.
Oh, damn it.
Run! Get away. Because now what they're doing is invalidating your feelings, right? Because, you know, pain tolerance is, you know, one person's pain tolerance may
oh
be
my God, I'm
different,
so dumb.
from person to person. You know what I'm saying?
his biting escalated to a point where I was covered.
Did you
in
just figure that
bruises
out now?
all over my arms, and they hurt, and he would poke them for fun. And he even felt so comfortable showing off my bruises that he had caused to our friends because he would bite me so hard by accident.
Oh my goodness. All right. I'm not laughing at her. I'm laughing at the fact that he would bite you till you bruise.
Holy shit. And now they're asking you to switch from Widow.
The bruise,
That's
like
funny.
if you ever got bruised, guys, it's tender. But you know, we got to hear her story out. Let's let her cook.
By accident,
Let
he
him
would even
cook.
joke that it looked like he abused me. And eventually he did acknowledge how bad it looked that I was covered in bruises all the time. So he stopped biting my arms as often, and he started biting my legs instead. And it was in the last couple of months.
Hey, yo,
of the
what the
relationship
fuck?
that-
Yo, how do you get access to your legs and shit? Like, yo, this is wild, guys. This is wild. And like, look, guys, this is not like some random guy, right? This guy that she's talking about, he has 6.1 million subs. And we're gonna get to his statement in a little bit, but you know, he ain't like some nobody guy.
By accident, he would even joke.
Damn, we just got fucking
that
ran
it looked
through.
like he abused me. And eventually he did acknowledge how bad it looked that I was covered in bruises all the time. So he stopped biting my arms as often.
Mark's claws,
and he
that's
started
funny as
biting
fuck.
my legs instead.
Bruh.
And it was in the last couple of months of the relationship that every time he bit me, it was until I needed to use this safe word. It had become his benchmark for when to stop.
Now look, guys, I used to have a safe word. I want to say it was hippopotamus. not for me though. I mean, it was like we had two things going because I was dealing with someone who wanted to be choked and shit. I was like, look, it was like, choke me. I'm into that shit. So I'm like, all right, you know, I ain't never been like into like choking people or asphyxiation of any kind. I'm like, look, when I do it, if it get too much, tap the hands. You know, give me boom right there. And that shit worked out fine. We had it good. The hippopotamus though, it was like for we was doing some backdoor.
That's obviously what you do.
I know.
Hey, yo, what the Choke the shit out of them.
I know. And
And
when
they
you
go
do
like
a
this.
backdoor, you got to go really, really slow or whatever. All right, so
Nice and easy.
anywho, let's get back to her. Let her cook. Yeah, I'm saying.
Only once I was definitely hurt, which meant I was being hurt every single day, multiple times a day, for all of the days that we spent together in person. And when I asked him to stop again, this time he said, "This is who he is. He isn't going to change."
Damn.
Those were his words.
Okay, now at this point, if you're still there, it's all your fault. I'm sorry. It's not Jermaine. It's your fault. If he says, hey, look, I know we got the safe word and shit, and I know I'll be biting you and poking fun at you and shit, but this is who I am. Now at that point, I mean, she had several jump off moments, but this point right here, this is a clear jump off moment. But I know a lot of people are giving her sympathy and, you know, she's so brave and for telling her story and all this other stuff, but it's like, sweetie, why didn't you leave at this point?
And I remember a lot of specifically his words about certain things, especially at the end, because I'm good at remembering words. And especially his wording, I became really good at remembering because he was constantly contradicting himself. And I would notice, but most of the time it wasn't worth picking a fight over. But he would fight me on it sometimes because I would point it out. And he would insist that he had never said the thing that he said. He definitely did say. And then he would say something like, "How are you?"
I ain't gonna lie, I've did that shit before. I'm like, look, I would say something like, I don't remember saying it, but if you say I said it, I guess I said it.
so sure you're remembering correctly. Why are you always right? And he definitely said the things that I heard him say, and other people heard him say. So he had now at this point weaponized the safe word and was using it to ensure that I was hurt, and on a constant basis. And he wasn't sorry.
You guys are so mad at me.
I couldn't even tell you the last time.
Are they? Oh my god, I just mixed Trump with a doctor and it turned to quack.
I'm an habitual line stepper. I'm a biter. And you was like, all right, I'm gonna still stay. And he's weaponizing the safe word? Like, she's a SHUBBLE. What the hell, girl?
Apologized for doing it anymore because now sometimes he would bite me and I would yell out the safe word because it hurt so bad. And he'd clamp down even harder. And just for a second, just for good measure, before letting.
Bro, he using her arm and legs as a fucking chew toy. This is what, like he a teething infant and shit.
Go. And sometimes I'd say the safe word and he'd grind his teeth down on my skin. And sometimes he'd smile after. Like a gloating grin. And during this time,
where's the garlic and holy water, right?
It was filled with so much anxiety all the time that I was constantly nauseous, gagging daily, on occasion throwing up because of the pit that was in my stomach. I never told him about that, though. I was going and running away quietly to throw up in the toilet and rejoin our group of friends.
I hate this.
But I felt so unwanted and ignored, and I would tell him. Yeah, and then he would reassure me that he wanted to be together and he loved me. He loved me more than I loved him, even. He would always insist that that was true.
Dust
like that.
plus Trump equals dump.
Obviously, you were his favorite chew toy.
With a toilet next to it.
He was like really serious about it. And looking back, I do believe that the way I was swept off
what
my
the
feet
I didn't know a guy was behind me.
this relationship was 100% love.
No, Cheyenne, you're wrong. You're supposed to leave. You're supposed to leave. You're supposed to leave, not keep receipts. Leave.
Of bombing. And we were friends for a time. At least people would have thought that, actually. But I use the word friend very loosely because we had actually never spoke to each other outside of group chats we were in together when, like, a handful of times throughout the whole time that we knew each other, but did not talk to each other. So I wouldn't have even called him my friend until he found out I was single, waited a few weeks to reach out, and then we started a friendship. And then that friendship turned romantic, and then he made these huge romantic gestures. He wrote me the most beautiful love letter that I had ever read. He called me his soulmate. He talked about forever 1 month in. He told me he hadn't been in a relationship in 5 years. He thought he could never find love again before he met me. He said he wanted someone to grow with. He wanted to be a dad. He had all his names picked out. And I didn't have a preference because my feeling of it is if the timing is right and with the right person, I could.
Life Weaver, why did you do that?
But if that doesn't work out in time or the time, I'm not super pressed about it. But I started opening my mind up to the idea with him because it seemed so important to him. And
a bait and switch coming.
Damn it.
I kept trying to talk to him to figure out where he was later on when I could tell things like were declining. And
true though.
Now all of a sudden he's telling me he's not sure he wants kids at all. In fact, he has never been attached to the idea of kids. And I told him that isn't what he said before. And he said he's allowed to change his mind.
Hey.
And I'm of the opinion that
Yo. I know these are some huge things to change your mind on. And like women out there, most guys will say, yeah, I'm all about getting married and shit and this and that. And then they bait and switch your ass. And it goes both ways. But it is what it is. Let's keep listening to SHUBBLE.
Relationship, there are a few things that you are not actually allowed to change your mind without letting your partner know. I think that kids is one of them. It wasn't even important to me. And I think marriage is one of them. So I brought.
Here's the thing, right? Why would you even want to reproduce or get married to a guy who bites you, which you said you don't agree with, Like, where is the logic here? I'm just saying. Shout out to Shubble though.
That up next. And I asked if he still wanted marriage. He said he wanted to marry me. And then he said, now, I'm not the quote, I'm not the commitment guy. You know that.
Holy shit.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Why
I
are
was
you
silver for
dating
one
me?
game.
In fact, he was telling me the exact opposite every day. He would tell me he still wanted to be together. He wanted to work on all of the problems. He wanted to, like, he wanted me at the end of everything. He did not want to break up. He made that very clear. And I have, though, caught him in lies before, but usually it was small stuff. And I didn't want to, it wasn't anything that ever seemed worth rocking the boat over, which isn't normal for me. I hate lies. And yet I ended up lying for him. So, but he had lied about.
Hey, you live long enough, you become the thing you hate the most. So she's like, I hate liars. Yeah, I'm lying for his ass.
Big things.
Fuck it, I am not playing
and
tank
he
right now.
had also been caught lying by his friends numerous times. So this is something that he feels is acceptable to do. And everything reached a breaking point when he was about to leave for an extended period of time.
No.
So
she is
funny.
not some kidnapped victim. She came there and left on her own free will. Stockholm syndrome does not apply in this case.
Time. We were not going to see each other very much, a few days out of every few months. And now suddenly he is dumping all of these problems.
I stayed in a relationship for a year longer than I should have because my first girlfriend would always threaten to kill herself if I left her. She was a cool bird. I kicked her the fuck out. Took a long time though.
That he has been having feelings.
It was a 2-year relationship. The second half of the fucking thing was because of that shit.
Feelings about all of this time later. At one point he said he's been feeling this way a couple months. At another point he says he's been feeling this way for 6 months, immediately contradicting himself in the same conversation. And with no time to do anything about it. I arrive, never mind, I'm gonna get to something later, but I literally arrived for 3 days for this conversation to happen and then leave. My cat just woke up and she's not usually awake right now.
Nice guy, gross vampire pale face. Oh man. Oh man. What the hell?
Oh, Trash Panda. I played with
So no
him
time
earlier.
to fix any of the problems all of a sudden because there are 3 days before he leaves. And he insisted he did not want to break up. So he was expecting me to have a solution somehow magically, and I gave a number of solutions that would have a way forward for us to be together, but he refused to make.
3 months after I kicked her out, she got pregnant and married to her coworker that she moved in with. 3 months. She is a nut job.
Any compromise.
I wonder what was the solutions. I hopefully no biting was like one, right?
Whatsoever. And he said that the relationship was starting to feel like a responsibility towards the end.
A chore.
Also his words. So it wasn't a responsibility the whole rest of the time to him. And he was at this point basically flaunting that he would never prioritize me over anything.
That is a hard pill for women to swallow. I think men should be upfront though. Like if you like a super career oriented or maybe like a content creator and you dating someone, like content creators, usually content takes priority. If you super career oriented, your career is going to take priority. Like these NFL guys, they like, look, football will always be number one. You would never be number one. I mean, it's like Shannon Sharp said that, like, yo, let them know. Skip Bayless too's like, yo, I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna marry you, but you will never be number one. It will always be sports.
Oh, damn.
And that's the deal laid out up front. So, like halfway through, you can't be like, well, you told me, it was this, and I was like, well, it is what it is. But this is some Vampire Diaries.
Happiness plus Trump
Hey, what do you
equals
guys
sad.
think? Do you put your woman number one? Is she your number one priority?
What is this that you're doing?
Let me know.
The Infinite Craft. No, I don't think she got more stable. She's fucking crazy.
And I
saw her
wasn't even
working at
asking
Walmart like a year ago.
literally even the
think I've
bare
ever even
minimum.
heard
I was
that.
asking for so little. And you,
It's new, I think.
always say it's the bare minimum.
I see a lot of people
I
playing
was
it lately.
watching him give exactly what I was needing in the relationship, all over the place to anybody else who just happened to ask and just wasn't me. So, and he also he was never going.
Yo, the biting jokes are hilarious.
God.
Keep them coming. I mean, we're not making fun of Shubble, but the memes kind of write themselves, guys.
Going to prioritize me over anything that would give him more fame or money. In fact, he said that himself. He that was exactly why he was not going to compromise at all
That
for a
really
solution
bites.
for us to be together, because he said he wanted to see how much fame and money he could get.
Hey, well, a Ninja do got like 6 million subs on YouTube.
Oh,
I
that
mean,
hurt.
What do you expect him to do? I mean, if I'm him, I'm like, hey, my career is YouTube. It's not, you. And I'm sure he meant that in the nicest way possible. Like, look, the career, YouTube. You see this? 6.1 million. This is what's paying the bills. Not, you just a chew toy.
And I just thought we wanted to be together. I thought that's what we both wanted, because that's what he was still saying he wanted too. But then he also admitted to me that he had grown to resent me.
Ooh.
And I have to be thankful that he said that bit out loud. A lot of these bits he said out loud.
Hey, she about to cry. She's remembering how it made her feel when he said he's grown to resent her.
Because that was the last push that I needed to get myself out.
Not the fucking bites before? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You mean to tell me him biting you 1,000,000 times and pushing the line with the safe word was not an indication to get out? The straw that broke the back was him saying he resents you, which means if he would have never said that shit, she would still be there getting fucking bit.
He had grown resentful, which I also pointed out that there was no
Healthcare
reason.
plus Trump
there was
equals
no reason
Trump
to feel that
care,
way,
and
he
it's got a
admitted that
turd
there was no
next
reason
to
for
it.
him to feel that way either. I think that it was because I'm someone who can communicate how I feel. But I don't know. I think I have a lot of theories and reasons why I believe things happened the way that they did and why he was lying all of the time.
Oh my God, we're getting.
He
fucking
was
wrecked.
resentful of me, was causing me physical harm every day, multiple times a day, despite me telling him over and over again to stop. He wasn't going to change, and he wasn't going to end the relationship. He was going to keep hurting me, and it was possibly going to escalate even further.
I mean, where else are you gonna bite you? It seems like appendages is his thing. Arms, legs. I would hate to say something else, but I really don't know where else he would go with the bite. I hate the bars on the side. They're driving me crazy. But let's let her cook.
So I broke up with him, and I didn't even want to.
Good for you, girl.
Because I couldn't even see for such a long time after.
Wait. Did she say she broke up with him and didn't want to? No way.
Further. So I broke up with him, and I didn't even want to.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Because I couldn't even
She didn't listen about like 20 reasons why she should have broken up and then said, hey, I did not want to break up with him. Like, yo, man.
Trump plus porn equals Stormy.
Watches me and be like, Dad, you right.
What?
If someone crosses
Yeah.
my boundary, I should leave them alone. Especially one that's like causing physical harm. Like, yo, what the fuck?
see for such a long time after what it really was that had happened, that he had abused me. And in fact, we left things as we want to be friends, and he can never imagine not speaking to me again. And then he never spoke to me again. outside of like a couple of exchanges where I needed to ask for my clothes to be shipped. So at least I got my clothes back.
Reapers
I had a whole
coming from
closet full.
behind.
However, he did throw away all of my other things without saying a word to me.
Hey, Cheyenne, hell no.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Nope. Hell no, I'm not. Look, if she's doing this about him, every boyfriend, any boyfriend who dates her from here on out, you see that look in her eyes? Hell no. Hell no. You do some shit that she don't like, expect a 30-minute FU video.
About it.
No thank
Hundreds
you.
of dollars of things from my office were trashed without a word. And I didn't block him till 10 months later because I wanted an open door still. I really thought I wanted to be his friend.
Damn. Is this love or stupidity at this point? Let me know in the comment section.
But I don't feel that way anymore. I do believe he was bottling up so many emotions, and he would never talk about how he felt.
Uh-oh, she's a therapist now.
I think he even, I mean, he did admit that he felt like he couldn't say it any sooner. Like there was just no possible way to say how he was feeling sooner than the absolute last possible chance. Like not even a chance, because 3 days before he left, that was actually a lie too. Also, he didn't leave for another week after I left. He brought me in, had this 3-day conversation. He was supposed to leave, and then he stayed for another week before he left with all of the friends that I was also meant to see, but he had lied to me about the dates too. But I do believe that that he.
What do you mean this story is stupid AF? Hell no, it ain't stupid. His life is over. It's done off this story. You don't even know the back. You don't even know the snowball that this story has had on his life. We haven't even gotten there yet. You like, well, she's stupid. She volunteered. He broke the safe word. She stayed. She didn't even want to break up with him. Oh, he's canceled. He's done.
Was bottling up so many emotions that he was taking it out on me physically. I believe there was a moment where he knew that he didn't want to be in the relationship anymore. And instead of just ending it, he tried to push me away any way he knew would hurt me. And he knew all of the ways that would hurt me the most. And he knew he was hurting me. There was no way that he didn't know because of the safe word that he made. And he just didn't care. He was hurting me and he didn't care. And even looked like he was enjoying it sometimes. And I can look back now and I can see all these instances that were really major red flags. There was this one time that he pinned me down and asked me to try my absolute hardest to get him off of me. And I couldn't do it, obviously.
Dominated your ass, but oh God.
And he said something to make the point that he was so much stronger than me that I wouldn't be able to fight him back. Fight back against what? What do you mean? You don't say shit like that to people? That's insane. And I was also
chat calling her out and probably getting blocked at the same time.
Sexually assaulted by my first boyfriend, and he knew that.
This isn't the level with the big hole, is it?
He had stopped giving anything to the relationship, and he said that why was because he was just waiting for things to change on their own. He said he also didn't have the time or energy anyway to do the things that I was asking for, but then would constantly make any bit of time and energy.
No. The first boyfriend assaulted her, not this guy. Like, they're coming for this guy so hard. You guys, I know you guys think like this story is funny and it's silly and we meme it and we having a good time, but this video has had a severe impact on his life negatively. And when we get to his response and how some other people have started white knighting him, you're gonna be like, wait, this story over this? I'm like, yes, over this, guys. Allegations, a well-timed allegation with the right amount of support could ruin a man's life.
For anybody, and
if you don't believe me, ask Rich Campbell.
Anything but me. And he would say he wanted more quality time. So then I would try to arrange things for us to do online because we were long distance, but then he would complain that he doesn't want to spend all of his time on the computer anymore. And then we'd be there in person and all he wants to do is stay inside, play games on his computer, watch movies. He doesn't want to go out. And I'm not saying any of this next part to be mean.
Yes, she is. Look, when they say like, it's like saying, look, I'm not racist, but, and you say some racist shit. No disrespect, but I'm about to disrespect your ass. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm about to say some mean shit. Like, this shit's so, look, stop.
Stop the cap.
He lived in filth like I have never seen. And I've seen filth. This was the worst.
And she didn't leave. She didn't leave.
He would spill things on the floor and literally never clean them up. He got an ant infestation once and wasn't going to do anything about
Now
it.
look, see how we go from abuse to living conditions? I tell you, she's out to destroy him. That's all this is. Hey, I'm about to destroy him, and this shit's working. It's working.
Because he said, bugs are normal in British houses. So I had to buy an ant killer. And he wouldn't clean his bathroom.
Now look, she's in America traveling to some dude in fucking UK or something, or Great Britain, somewhere over there and shit. And she's getting bit on her arms, legs. He's living like a slum. She had trepidation about breaking up with him because he's crossing her boundaries. And everyone looked to her as a victim instead of like volunteer.
Bathroom for months and months and months, but would constantly complain about how bad it smelled. And I would tell him that's mold. It's mold. He'd complain about being tired all the time too, which I don't know if that was a lie or not, but mold will do that too. But he would insist that it wasn't somehow without having cleaned in months, but it's not mold. When I met him, he was washing his clothes without detergent.
You see all this? You're like, damn, I thought we was talking about abuse. No, fuck him. I'm about to expose him to the folks that don't know him.
Just it wasn't using that at all. And I don't know for how long before I met him. He was just running it with water and then hanging it on his filthy kitchen cabinets. And I felt bad. Because I felt like he needed someone to help him learn how to be cleaner. I thought he just didn't know how. And
I swear women be wanting to fix a ninja. They like, I'm gonna fix him. He likes to bite. He's living like a pig. He just needs me to fix him. I'm gonna fix him. Like, no, you're not.
And I listened to all of the struggles of his upbringing, and I was like, he just doesn't know how. Someone just needs to show him.
That's what it is, Shubble.
And then I found out that he said he doesn't clean at all when I'm not there because he just waits for me to get there to do it. And I only found out about that after we broke up because he said it behind my back.
Damn. God damn, man. Like, Shubble. Hey, she a real one though, right? I mean, you date her, you just gotta like, just expect the 30-minute video after it's over. If you don't marry her and give her some kids, 30-minute video, here it come.
I was doing all of the cleaning and laundry for him. Also, I had a separate bathroom. I want to make that clear. I wasn't using that bathroom. I had a separate bathroom that I cleaned for myself. I had cleaning supplies. I don't think he even actually knew I had cleaning supplies in there. But I had my own bathroom. All the cleaning, all the laundry, all of it, I was paying for. All of the like paper towels, like
imagine sleeping with a guy who's using just water to wash his clothes, living with insects, biting you beyond boundaries, and you still letting them smash. Crazy.
Soap. All of that only stayed in the house so long as I was buying it.
What are you talking about? She looks
I would
good.
arrive and there would just not be toilet
that was
paper in the
nice.
whole house. There were paper towels instead. And who knows?
Bro, that's men shit, yo. Like, oh, I'm out of toilet paper. Now, this is before I had a daughter and shit. Now we always had toilet paper, but hey. Paper is paper, right?
For how long too? I was paying for food more than half the time. Because he would often push me into ordering food for us, even if I had paid for the last meal or the meal before that. And I'm of the opinion
More
now
than half
that
the
I shouldn't
time.
have been paying for any food. None at all. But I wanted to at least, I thought I was being equal by at least doing like a back and forth. But I ended up paying for food more often than just going back and forth anyway. He would do this to his friends all the time too. But I was also paying for every plane ticket and the cat sitter, which cost roughly the amount of a plane ticket to England. And he never offered to help me pay after the couple of times he did come here to visit me, because he paid for the flights that we would both take. But that only happened twice at the very beginning.
I know. Right?
I have
look, hey, but look, she's volunteering for all this shit. Like, there are a group of women out there, and I'm not saying she's one of them, that want men to basically pay for everything in their life. They become dependents because, you know, there are some people who are looking for fathers instead of, like, you know, maybe a partner. You want a partner? Why am I paying for everything? Now, you know, I pay for everything for my daughter. Are you my daughter? No? Then why should I pay for everything? But, you know, it is what it is.
I actually had a friend tell me that this is financial abuse, but I don't know enough about that to say for myself. But I
What? Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What? Holy shit. So now he's financially abusing her because she's paying for her food and transportation. I tell you, man.
Telling him that I couldn't afford it all by myself all the time because I was losing money. I was never able to work properly there, and he wasn't traveling at all to see me anymore, even though he said he would. That was like the basis of our entire relationship starting off. So then he agreed to pay for the cat sitter so that it would be basically paying half the cost of my travels. And he did that once. And then never did it again, despite many more months of dating. And I was traveling often. I had to, because he was worried that we weren't spending enough quality time together. And then all of the time that he would have ever extra, he would choose,
What the hell is that?
to
Oh, man.
It just said highlight received.
not spend it on me because there was an available choice. And he chose not to spend it with me often.
Do you know what that is, Neve?
Yes.
And I did everything short of just up
it just
and
said
move there,
highlight received,
which I was
like
willing
in my
to do
chat
the whole
area.
time.
I'm
And
not
I told him
actually
that I was
sure.
willing to do it.
Oh, holy shit. Oh, this is a very unpopular opinion that I have, that she was a volunteer. She even said, hey, I was willing to move there.
I wanted to
despite
see
the filth, despite
what Henry had to
the
say.
biting, despite the hygiene issues with toilet paper and washing his clothes, she was still willing to move to another country for this guy. And the straw that broke the camel's back was when he told her, I'm starting to resent you. Then she was like, I'm done.
He knew, but he insisted that I don't. He insisted not to. He was planning to move here. That was supposed to happen first. And then at the end of the relationship, he said maybe things would have been different if I lived there. If I lived there. Like I had to.
Oh, she was willing to move there too, right?
Said I would the whole time, and he insisted I don't. Maybe that could have saved the relationship.
Shit, she got...
She's
not unattractive. It's just like, mentally though, like some shit might be off. She's staying in abusive situations.
And I say all of this because I believe that people like this are genuinely dangerous.
Always.
I believe he is dangerous. He was willing to lie. He was willing to do harm to someone he claimed to love more than anyone he has ever loved. His actions.
Here is a picture of him right here. Shit, like this is who she might as well been fucking.
I don't know,
dating.
Astro.
Shit.
I guess everyone's
Hannibal
stream's just
Lecter
been dead
and shit,
today.
Like, yo, he keeps biting me and shit.
Yeah, there were more
Eventually he's
people when I
gonna
streamed
take a
earlier.
Real piece out your ass. Hey, but yeah, she's going now. He's dangerous, man. I tell you, guys, fellas, watch out. This video is a huge red flag to me.
Escalated. And I don't think that I'll be the last person that he hurts. And I felt like sharing my story was really important. to warn people. I want people to see the signs that I refused to. I want you to listen to your body and get out as soon as possible. Tell your friends the truth.
What the fuck?
And let them help you. I really thought I couldn't, because I had been sexually assaulted in a previous relationship. I just thought I was so much smarter to never. I was like, if someone ever laid their hands on me, I'd leave immediately. It would never happen a second time. But you just.
If someone bites your ass, though, you like, well, they didn't technically hit me.
It just kind of happened so slowly over time and got worse and worse and worse until the point where there's no way to deny the fact that he was hurting me and he knew and didn't care. That's just the kind of thing that I keep repeating to myself when I'm like, but was it bad enough? It wasn't violent enough. But I was being hurt multiple times every single day, days and days and days and days for a month at a time in a row. And I'm not even speaking on most, because I did touch on other things, but I am not even speaking on most of the other things that, in my opinion, I do think that there are some things that are across a line that make you a bad person. I don't think that most people can be defined in a black and white, you're good or you're bad, but I do believe that there's a line that you can cross, and only bad people will do the things on the other side of that line. You know what I mean?
Like, guys, I don't know if you realize, we are watching this at like 1.5 times. Imagine this shit was playing normal speed. We'd be here for forever.
I watched a couple of things cross that line, and I truly feel now that my soul is so healed. I am light years beyond him. This was the last thing that I felt like I needed to do. That's my cat. Before I could move forward and hopefully never talk about him ever again, outside of maybe my stories that I want to tell about other shitty things he did.
Oh, she's gonna milk it. Holy shit, this part 1.
You did
anonymously
this.
Mixed in with the other stories I still.
She gonna do
now
it.
I have to play one.
Nah. Stand on that shit.
I'll only play one of this,
shitty
though.
things that shitty
One
exes
round.
did, because I think it's important
But you
for
did
us
it.
to share our stories and our experiences. I think it's important for all of us to know that we deserve so much better than this. And I think that if people don't want us to talk about the shitty things that they do, then they shouldn't do shitty things. And this just felt so important to share. I always wanted to share my experiences. I always will. And that's kind of it. That's the end of everything I prepared. I reserve the right entirely to change my mind later and tell every story I want to.
They're calling this guy a domestic
but
abuser.
For now, that's all I really have. I feel like from my soul, I want to speak on
They're saying that what he did to her was domestic abuse.
because I think that this can help other people. I
I
think
hate
that it
myself.
Can help other victims.
Yes,
I've
I hate
already
you too.
talked to a number
One
of-
round.
You shouldn't have said this.
I only
You
cry
shouldn't have
now when
said
I'm
this,
talking about my
Astra.
friends who also dealt with such shitty things from shitty people.
She hate men now.
But I'm also so grateful for all of my friends who were through with me through this whole thing, and my friends who also were experiencing similar sorts of situations at the same time, and we kind of went through it together. So
Your boyfriend sucks too? Yeah, mine does too. We have both bad boyfriends.
I think they are
No,
the
I'm
strongest
saying
people in
you
the whole
shouldn't have
world,
said the
and
one
they made
round
me feel like
thing.
the strongest people in the whole world today. Should I call myself people? I meant person. I feel like the strongest people. I did it again. I feel like the strongest person. They made me feel so
No,
brave.
she tried her damnedest not to say all men, so she said people instead of men.
I felt impenetrable today.
That's
but
a
I am
crazy
going to
word.
go now because my friends are coming over and we're immediately going to go become distracted by watching Love is Blind. I already watched
Now look, let's look at his response, because shout out to this video for putting his response in here.
all of it already. And I don't
But they also doing a little bit of some little propaganda up in here, but his response is in there.
So thank you for listening.
with annotations to show how he's manipulating his audience. Ooh, dubious. Oh, oh my goodness. What are they saying? Your perspective doesn't matter or change anything if you care about someone. Whoa. See, I hate this. Your perspective doesn't matter or change anything. If you care about someone and they feel hurt, your perspective and intentions do not matter. They are hurt. Apologize. Don't defend yourself. Remember, guys, never apologize. Never do it. I've been telling you that from day one, because watch how his apology is about to be weaponized. You like, no way. Yes, that's why I tell you, never apologize. Even if you know you're wrong, never apologize. Just trust me. All right, cool. Let me remove chat real quick. In the past week, a series of allegations have been made over my conduct from an ex-girlfriend. Why don't you just say her name? That was some big shit. I want to emphasize that although I feel it fair to offer my perspective, this person's feelings are completely valid. I have taken my time sharing this statement as I wanted to process and respond respectfully and with the hope to gain a deeper understanding of the situation. And this when they say, feelings are completely valid, feelings are valid, but I'm going to contradict myself in the next page by claiming it was a misunderstanding and then gaslight you into thinking you gave me consent and it was mutual. If you give someone a fucking safe word, it is consent. That is how you issue, that's caution, that's consent with caution. Like, hey, yeah, you can punch me in the face, but if I say Rumpelstiltskin, you gotta stop. All right, let's keep going. I have taken my time in sharing this statement. I want to process and respond respectfully and with the hope to gain a deeper understanding for the situation. During our relationship's final months, I regrettably became slobbish, disrespectful, and selfish. So there's him taking some accountability for the slob portion. I don't know where the disrespect came in. These actions caused a lot of pain to my ex-girlfriend. I've since sought therapy to address these behaviors, making significant lifestyle changes to rectify my past actions. I have come to realize how much my past behavior hurt this person, but I truly, compassionately believe I have made great strides from the person I once was and hope I can continue to grow and improve on this trajectory. Like, okay. Now, what does this person say? What does this person say? But I hurt this person, but I truly am compassionate to believe I made great progress. Let's keep going. This entire, I think we missed something. Okay, yeah, we missed a little bit of their analyses. All right, this entire statement means absolutely nothing based on what he says in the next paragraphs. If you truly change, you're truly a better person, you would understand your faults, but he continues to defend himself. Guys, just don't apologize. Just don't apologize. And are we talking Power Rangers in the chat? Do I need to time somebody out? Boop. All right, cool. Let's keep going. All right, so the allegations of abuse, particularly in the form of biting, deeply shocked me. Throughout our relationship, I understand from our numerous conversations and text exchanges on the subject that this behavior was consensual, playful, and reciprocally enjoyed. I truly believe those personal exchanges reflect mutual affection and understanding. People shouldn't have to say that it is not normal to bite them so hard they bruise. She was scared. She was so scared she didn't leave. She was scared of what he, She was scared of what he'd do if she told him to stop. Wait, what? I don't recall her saying that. She did tell him to stop, but he continued. I just do not understand this thought process at all. I would never ever hurt someone I love, even if they consented to it. This mutual understanding. This is probably the most manipulative part of this entire thing. He is threatening her. What the hell? I truly believe those personal message exchanges reflect mutual affection and understanding. That's a threat. He's threatened. This is the most. He is threatening her to make her feel like he has the power, but won't use it right now. He is better set an expectation for her, anyone else that can leak your private conversations, but he won't. He is also trying to make himself appear to be a good person by not revealing them. I could do this, but I won't because I'm a good person. Okay, all right. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Maybe he like, look, bitch, you keep pushing the envelope. I am gonna release I can see this as a threat. Like, look. I got proof that this shit was consensual. You doing all this shit for clicks, views, and clouts? Let's keep going. Da-da-da. Out of respect for her, I choose not to publish them, and I emphasize my perspective is not shared to diminish or invalidate anyone's feelings. Instead, I share the hope that I can offer a genuine, fair, and relevant insight into my understanding of the situation. While I may perceive our interactions differently, I recognize that this person has processed and expressed feelings of hurt. I want to extend my sincerest apologies.
Yeah, I'm going to in a minute.
For any pain
I am
that
way
I
more
caused.
tired than I
Remember,
thought
guys,
I would
look,
be.
this is why I tell you don't apologize. You know why you apologize? Look, he apologized thinking he's doing something good, and then like, nah, bro, you controlling, you manipulative, fuck you. That's why
oh my god!
I am
another
fully
one.
committed to understanding and addressing her concerns going forward. I hope my perspective sheds light on the situation without detracting from its message. I am dedicated to earning and maintaining the trust of those around me, and I hope to continue to be held in high standards. I wish to attain and maintain. Like,
I killed this then right after.
Now, when I tell you this guy is getting
Did you
canceled,
really? Holy shit!
it's because he's getting canceled, and particularly because we have a white knight.
I think I'm done.
Us.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, we ain't gonna get to the biting yet. There is his apology, without the added, yeah, I'm saying, without the added rigmarole. But now we got Dream weighing in on the situation. Now, guys, if you don't know who Dream is per se, he is the YouTuber with like 12 million subs or whatever. Oh shit, I'm sorry, 31. Like, so you got this guy, White Nightner, with 31.8 million subs, and he said this is where it goes. This goes left. She said that she withdrew consent using a safe word, and that you frequently would intentionally bite down harder afterward to the point that she would scream. So look, this is from the notion of believe all women.
I'm about to crash in a sec too.
Believe all women right here. Even isolated from everything else that is clearly abused. While reading this, I was waiting to see you talk about that issue, to say anything at all, only to finish reading to find out that you didn't acknowledge it once, because maybe it didn't happen. I don't know, Dream. Like, you just believe all women. Wasn't you caught up in some shit not too long ago?
Don't know why.
I really don't understand how you thought this was accountability or an apology or even an informative statement.
Oh my god.
This did serve as confirmation. She was talking about you, which I'm glad to have, Wilbur. You take accountability for being slobbish, disrespectful, and selfish. Those are things you acknowledge as past problems, while overshadowing the physically abusive actions and claiming to be completely reformed now. You seem to truly think you did nothing abusive, and this statement is built on that foundation. You are being dishonest with yourself, or dishonest with us, or both. You describe these actions as consensual without refuting her complete revocation of consent through your agreed upon safe word, a word set with the purpose of explicitly ending consent. So at that point, you're acknowledging that there was some consent that took place. She trusted you with a safe word as a boundary. You shattered that trust. He might be trying to pipe. Dream may be trying to smash SHUBBLE. Therapy won't help if you seriously describe your abusive actions as playful, affectionate, and especially consensual.
I'm
your
going to bed.
therapist can't read your mind and know you're being dishonest.
All right. Good night.
Night, bud. Had to. All right. Good night, Astra. Thanks for popping in. It's always nice having you around.